The man is sick. The man is dying. Yet the king knows how to connect to spiritual supplies.
So now Elisha yare ne yare a odi wuye no.
Ne
yare a odi wuye no.
That be why no body di no.
Elisha.
That be why no body di no. People cho you odi for kase here. Ma me wo de wa me busa so for yare ye wo be kona sole. You just found out that the man of God is poor. He cannot even afford food. Will you go to his church? Now, so they are not here.
Na Israel hine Yoash sani ba ne nchen be sui nanim.
Ebe suwo nanim.
Na oka se.
No oka se.
Meja. Israel ti asie nam.
Israel ti asie nam.
Na ponko tisofo.
Any ponko tisofo. Wase wo na wote ponko no so obi a oyare da ho. The man is sick, about to die, but the king is still saying that you are the one sitting on the chariot of Israel. You overrule my business. Untina my business ekoso. Untina my wari ekoso. Untina my jume ekoso. Untina my yare seba. Wasedi watio ohine yin wana so no. Anyway, you are the one sitting on the horseman. Go ahead.
And now Elisha
and Elisha said unto him,
Elisha
did not allow the man to even say what he wants. The man is sick, but he can see into the realms of the spirit. He knows the problem that he has come with. No. And he said unto the king of Israel, and Elisha said unto the king, take a bow and arrow. And he took unto him bow and arrows. The guy came, he didn't even let him talk. He know the solution. Prophet be irrespective of the mistakes of the men of God, irrespective of the incorrectable imperfections of life. Forget about all those things and look at the man, not the man, but the man of God, the God of the man. Very important. Somebody shout out here.
I hear.
Am I communicating here?
Now, catch Israel, you say, Faunsa sort of Dianum.
Now, Odi for the catcher Israel, and say, Faunsa sort of Dianum.
Now, I didn't sasso. I don't need sasso. Now, Elisha didn't sagu or in non sasso. No, Elisha, what died the hono. So for no yarn. My point is, so for yare, co anointing. Sister, so for yare. There be message where you preach at Rhoda. So for bit my yare, there's no crap power. So for bit my basa on no, there's a bit my wide. Or so for bit my warrior problem. He can have a marital issue, but he can still solve your own marital issue. Jesus. Now I can say,
what can say?
He need a puayam pumano.
Be a window no.
Now he
and then he opened the window.
Israel.
No, catch Israel say.
Tubo form. Na otubo form.
And what the bomb form?
Impressa. And ojaye.
And ojaye.
And the Yankupon nipa bufu.
And when Yankupon nipa bufu say,
Anka esse.
Anka was what the boss says.
So no imprenum anam prensia. And no anka. Ube boss Syria. Akosi say. Ube jiri one. Enti unso. Prince and I will Syria. Na Elisha ewie.
Elisha sang come we are no yede.
Na
sang come we are no yede. So he died in front of the king in prophecy. We are sorry them. Oh, one come so. But some busa was say. Se me kura me gina ha me hye nkom yi se nyame ese metama so na me twahwe na me wu anto be ba so libie mu ana
obekwa gabus preach on baba, you are talking.
Stalabosha.
Atake.
Lekabananamusi. Number one, be very careful at being offense at the prophets. If you want to release, you want a release of supernatural supply, be very careful.
Jesus.
When you get angry with the man of God, you have got angry with God. Number two, make sure whatever the prophet tells you, do it, and even do it more. When we give you 3 days fasting, do 5 days. When you are giving offering, sow a seed of 100 Ghana, try and add another 10 CD or 20 CD. Always exceed the expectation of the man of God.
Wow. Wow.
Yes, sorry, Naya, do 8.
Jesus.
Always make sure you do
us
something that is above the normal. Am I communicating?
Yes.
Number 3, be ready to respond to anything. You have come to the man of God for solution, and the man of God is asking you, what do you have? If you were the one, you'll be angry. Hey, Papa, now me will be a come by. Hey, software pass with me. We need be. Number baby, I was saying, me coffee. I mean, if you be ready, be ready. Yesterday, I was listening to a man of God, Bishop Darkwood Mills, and he was talking about when Bishop Papa Idahosa came to Ghana, and he was preaching in Action Chapel, and he was in the church, he was in the program. At that time, he was a bishop, and he was sitting on top at the altar as one of the bishops, and Papa Idahosa was preaching, and he was hitting Bishop Darkwood Mills, hitting him, you small boy, this Oyibo, mocking him. I don't know who have watched it. You have watched that video. You have watched that video. Yes. Bishop Darkwood Mills. He said Papa Idahosa was mocking him. He was hitting him, disgracing him. And yet he was having dollars in his pocket to give it to him. So after the service, he was embarrassed because his pastors were now talking to, oh, Papa, why is it that the man of God can embarrass you like this and disgrace you in front of all the members? So he was embarrassed and he was offended and he went home. He didn't give the money to the man of God. But when he went to sleep and God spoke to him, you are proud, and this proudness will bring you down. He said, why? The man embarrassed me. He said, no, he was taking a problem out of your life. The hitting of the man of God was
Jesus.
So go and give the money to him. He said 6 a.m. He called Papa Don Kamulia and said, where's Papa Idahosa? He showed him the hotel where he was lodging. He said he went and kneeled down and gave the money to him. He said, you are wise. You will survive in ministry. Because of embarrassment, offenses, we have lost so many things. You are pride when you get embarrassed. Ask my wife how many times fathers, mentors have embarrassed me in my own church and in front of my own members. A man of God came to my program. We were doing ordination, and a man of God came to my program, and he was insulting us because of the ordination dress the students were wearing. Because of the dress, he took the microphone. He said, "You call yourself bishop? Or everybody just call themselves bishop? Do you know the eschatology of the priesthood garment? Do you know the orders of the priesthood?" He insulted me. Ordination day. And you remember the whole entire congregation, and I was standing there. Yes, I'm sorry. Mommy got offended. Everybody, all my pastors got offended. But I was still standing there, and I was saying, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir." By the time he finished, we wrote a letter. "Papa, your time is up." He said, "Look at this nonsense. These people wrote me a letter that my time is up. How can the father is talking and you are giving him time? Do you know what father means?" That one is another set of embarrassment. This man started another 1 hour. The man finished me. By the time we finished, everybody have left the church. He gave me a microphone and left. And I still honor him till today.
Yes.
I still respect that man of God till today.
Yes.
And I still invite him for my program till today.
Yeah.
Embarrassment. What is it? If we meet as a family and if you love God, how can God rebuke you? If you really respect God, how can the man of God cannot rebuke you and cannot insult you and cannot correct you and cannot direct you and cannot even prevent you from the incoming problem that's about to hit your life?
Jesus.
That you have not met a father yet, that you are not humble yet, that you have not changed. All the change you thought you say you have changed, it's a lie. Just a small test you couldn't pass. You couldn't pass. One of my son, I went to preach for him. When I went there, he was launching his church, spiritual son. When we went there with my team, we drove there. We got there by 7 o'clock. He said we should get there by 6. We were there by 7 a.m. 7 p.m. When we got there, there was nobody. Members have not come. There was light off. So I sat in my car and I told my driver, go and look for where you can get generator for him. My driver left my car and went outside, and I was parking the car waiting. They went outside to go and look for generator for him. Then they brought the generator to come and set the lights, and the mics were not working. I sat in the car till 8:30 and I told them, give me opportunity to preach. I don't care. So I started using my mouth to preach. I preached for almost 1 hour. When I was about to finish, then the light came. I raised money, I blessed people, touched the lives of them. Then after that, I left. When I closed, he came to the car and dropped money in my hand. He gave me money in my hand, in the car. And I said, no, I don't do that. I didn't come here to preach for money. Why will you give me money here? If I move my car and come to you to pray for you, courtesy. Yes. You don't give me whatever you want to give to me here. But even though I still took what he gave me, and I left. The next day he called me. Hey, Papa, where are you? I said, oh, I'm in the office. I waited for almost 3 hours. He was not coming. So I drove on the way. I was going. He called me and I met him. He said, oh, Papa, I have something for on the way, the guy still dropped something in my hand. And I said, no. It's like you don't know courtesy. How can you be giving? And that one was not in an envelope. It was not an envelope. The money like that, he just gave it to me. He said, please, take it for a fuel. I said, what an insult. So when I came, I told the guys, I said, call your brother and speak to him. Pastor Thomas called the guy and told him that, I don't know actually what he said. Even if he insulted him, even if he said anything wrong, father is father. Somebody have ordained you, somebody have trained you, somebody has stood for you. I have prayed and fasted for your ministry to be established. The guy got offended. He stopped talking to me. He stopped coming here. He never talked to us. He never come to program. Me, as pure as my heart is, and I don't want to have offense with anybody. No. So under 24 hours, I pick a phone and call and said, son, come. I want to talk to you. Then he came. I said, listen, if you have taken this as an offense, forgive me, forgive your father. But when you grow to become me, you will understand what I'm trying to prevent from your life.
Yes.
Because I'm raising you up to be glorified. But I don't know what Pastor Thomas told you. So maybe if he has said something that was wrong to you and makes you offended, as lovely as I am, forgive me. I opened my mouth and told this guy to forgive me. He said, yes, sir. He still left, and for 1 month he never talked to me. 2 months he has never talked to me. 3 months, for more than 8 months now, he has never talked to me again. So I said, oh, wow. Now I release him to Satan.
Perfectly.
Let's see what will happen to his life. We are still in town. We are all here. Let's watch and see. If Jesus cursed a member of his church just because he didn't bring an offering, just because, He didn't come with something that would touch the heart of Jesus. Be careful. So that sometimes the man of God may not even open his mouth to curse you, but just pretending to say he likes you and yet his heart is not with you is dangerous.
Yeah.
Pretending. Be careful about offenses at God. Be careful about enjoyment of God. Be careful not to offend God and to offend your father. It may be tantamount to your life. Somebody shout that here.
I hear.
The prophet was still there when the husband was poor. The prophet was still there when the husband died. The prophet was still there when the bondmen came to take the children as born children, and never did anything until the woman approached the prophet. So finally, learn how to value the prophet. Baby, we are saying it's only God. Petro got 10 cedi something.
Yeah.
Rent issues,
Yeah.
food, transport. Is only grace that can survive us. Ladies and gentlemen, suya sadia ubebere wo ho ase. Bi o ha na ho fe. Obi wa ni sika. Obi o ha on na ye bibi ma sofo nti. Hwe de e wo kire. Amen kan no kire nkire. God always have reserved players than those who are praying.
Jesus.
The reserved players of God are more than those who are praying. Out of one prophet, God have 1,000 prophets. Come on, talk to me. Hello.
Yes.
Oh, God, I am the only prophet in town. Listen, and you have watched a woman to pursue me and to destroy my life. Why are you not talking? I will leave you and I will not be a prophet again. God said, shut up. Shut up. You think you are the only prophet? I have 7,000 prophets whose feet are on the ground for me. And that's the reason why I keep on humbling myself. And that's the reason why I don't take offenses. That's the reason why no matter what they have done, sometimes some of the fathers, if I go to them, the people who know what they have done to me, they call me and say, Papa, why do you go to this man of God? Because this man of God is what did to you. I said, you don't know things. You don't know spiritual matter. Watch out.
You are preaching good.
Am I talking to somebody here?
Yes.
How to connect to the grace. And see what will happen. Learn to approach men of God in your life. Learn to know how to kneel down. Learn to know how to bow. Learn to know how to appreciate and value the God that can turn things. Emma on sorin tiante ti wunyankopon a waye wadoye no. Wonyame a waye wunhyira no. Hweye no amu obi kwan. Emma watete woni ne ntem. Obia woni nyankopon, obia woni sofo, obia woni prophet. Se wo hie bi ne se nyame ma no don e pe wasem a hwe ne wa ma bibia tete woni ne ntem. Because listen, the moment you find a prophet in your life, the moment God gives you a prophet in your life, Satan starts losing. And you start to become an envy. And Satan creates spiritual envy around you. So people that used to be close to you start getting envy and start getting hatred. Because they now know that you are not their mates. If you are led, take an offering and bring it. Put something at the altar. 20 Ghana, 10 Ghana, 50 Ghana.
Rema Onyunu Elpua Swatri
Lift your two hands up. Say in the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus.
I connect myself again.
I connect myself again
to the supernatural.
To the supernatural.
For divine supply.
For divine supply.
I cry to God.
I cry to God.
This morning.
This morning.
For supernatural supply.
For supernatural supply.
I am here.
I am here.
Connected to the supernatural.
Connecting to the supernatural.
In the name of Jesus.
In the name of
Open
Jesus.
your mouth and begin to pray right now. Connect yourself. Connect yourself. Jesus' name. Amen. Say, my Father, there is nothing wrong with you. Oh God, my Father, I have come again. Oh God, my Father, I have come for you. Help me now. Help me now. Help me now. Open your mouth and pray. Already, Masaba will pray. Already, Bonnie. Already, Bonnie. Already, Bonnie.